They told you women were delicate, like glass. Treat her like a queen, they said. You believed them. You gave her your best. You gave her your heart. And every time, you were left broken. Until you discovered the truth no one dares to say, she doesn't fall in love with the man who worships her. She falls for the man she cannot control. In her world, pain is not the enemy of love. It is the fuel that feeds it. And if you avoid giving her that small, necessary sting, she will never truly respect you. Today, I will show you the kind of pain that makes her addicted, without ever being cruel. If you can handle this truth, keep watching. Because once you see it, you will never look at women the same way again. Why being perfect fails. The perfect gentleman might look impressive from the outside, but in reality, he is the easiest man for a woman to forget. Not because kindness is bad, but because for many men, their kindness is not real strength. It hides something weaker underneath. Fear. Fear of upsetting her. Fear of making her angry. Fear of losing her. And women can sense that fear the same way a wolf can smell blood. When you agree with her about everything, when you avoid even the smallest disagreement, when you change yourself into whatever she wants, you think you're being loving. But in her mind, you're showing something else. That you have no backbone. And a man with no backbone cannot keep a woman's respect for long. Here's the truth no one tells you. Women don't truly fall for the man who bends to every request. They might enjoy the attention for a while. They might even take advantage of what you give. But deep down, they know that a man who cannot say no to them cannot protect them from the world. Why? Because life will bring moments when a man must stand firm against other people, against problems, against danger. If you can't hold your ground with the woman you love, how will you stand strong when real pressure comes? This is why being perfect in her eyes often fails. The more you try to please her in every way, the more predictable you become. And the more predictable you are, the less she feels real attraction. Attraction needs opposites. It needs challenge. It needs her to feel she cannot completely control you. The man who stands firm, calm, without anger, sends a silent message. I care for you, but I will not break myself just to please you. That is the man she remembers. That is the man she respects. That is the man she will fight to keep. Pain as the fuel of desire. Real attraction does not grow in a world of constant comfort. It is born in moments of tension, in the space between wanting something and not being sure you can have it. When there is no tension between you and her, when every interaction is smooth, predictable, and completely safe, she loses the reason to fight for you. She might still enjoy your company. She might even say she cares. But deep inside, she won't crave you. Why? Because human emotions form their deepest bonds not in total comfort, but in challenge. Think about the times in your life when something truly mattered to you. It was never the thing you got without effort. It was the thing you had to work for, the thing you were afraid of losing. That fight, that risk, that uncertainty, it made you value it more. Attraction works exactly the same way. If she knows she can have all of you, all the time, without question or effort, her mind relaxes. But when her mind relaxes too much, her heart does as well. And when her heart relaxes, desire slowly dies. The small sting of not always getting her way awakens something ancient inside her, the instinct to pursue. This is not about being cruel. It is about nature itself. For thousands of years, women have been drawn to men who are not easy to move. Men who have their own path. Men who make decisions based on their own judgment, not on constant approval seeking. Men who will not be swayed by every mood, request, or emotional storm. This kind of resistance gives you value in her eyes, the same way rarity gives value to gold. If gold was lying everywhere in piles, free for anyone to take, no one would fight to get it. But because it is rare, people are willing to work, risk, and fight for it. You must become that gold. Not by being distant for no reason, but by standing your ground when it matters. When she feels that calm, steady, unshaken strength in you, she doesn't think, he's unkind. She thinks, he's strong. And strength, when combined with self-control, is the exact fuel that keeps her desire alive long after comfort alone would have quietly destroyed it. The ancient test of dominance. For thousands of years, long before cities, technology, and modern comforts, women have been testing a man's strength. Not with swords, not with fists, but with emotions. In the ancient world, a woman's survival, and the survival of her children, depended on choosing a man who could protect them from danger. That danger could be wild animals, rival tribes, hunger, freezing winters, or war. If she chose a man who collapsed under pressure, it could mean death for her and her family. So nature gave her a deep, unspoken instinct. Test him. These tests were not obvious. She didn't ask a man to fight a bear to prove himself. Instead, she watched him in small but telling ways. Ways that showed if his strength was real. Would he change his plans instantly just to please her? Would he stay calm when she was upset? Would he keep his word even if she cried or got angry? A man's reactions to these moments told her if she could trust him with her future. And here's what most men don't realize. This instinct didn't disappear over time. It still exists today, but now it's hidden in daily situations. When she pushes you, questioning your choices, challenging your decisions, or creating emotional storms, she's not always trying to hurt you. Often she's looking for an answer she can't ask directly. Can this man lead? Can this man protect? When you hold your ground without cruelty or anger, her subconscious gets the answer she's looking for. Yes, this man can lead. This man can protect. But when you give in just to avoid conflict, she hears the opposite. This man will break when life gets hard. Here's the hard truth. No woman will give her whole heart to a man she believes is weak. This is why many men lose respect in relationships without realizing it. They think avoiding arguments and keeping the peace will earn love, but in reality, they're failing an ancient test that has decided a man's fate for centuries. You can't fake this strength. It has to be real. You must trust your own decisions enough to stand by them, even if she doesn't like it, even if it costs you short-term comfort. And here's the paradox. When you pass her tests, her trust grows, her respect increases, and her attraction deepens. But when you fail them, her attraction fades. And once it's gone, it almost never comes back. The polarity that creates attraction. Masculine and feminine energy are like the two ends of a magnet, opposite forces that naturally pull toward each other. When this polarity is strong, the attraction between a man and a woman feels almost automatic, as if nature itself is bringing them together. But when the polarity fades, desire weakens. The relationship starts to feel flat, predictable, and uninspiring. The feminine is emotion, softness, and flow. It moves like water, sometimes calm and peaceful, other times wild and unpredictable. It can change shape, adapt, and it feels deeply. The masculine is reason, firmness, and direction. It moves like a riverbank, steady, unmoving, and guiding the water without being swept away by it. When you, as a man, step fully into your masculine role, calm, grounded, and unshaken, you give her something valuable, the chance to relax into her feminine. She can let go of control because she trusts you have it. But here's where many men fail. They think that to connect with a woman, they must become softer than she is. They start matching her emotions, agreeing with everything she says, and changing themselves in every situation just to make her happy. This might feel safe for a while. It might even stop arguments in the short term, but it slowly kills attraction. Why? Because when both of you are in the same energy, there is no spark. Two rivers flowing without a riverbank. Two soft currents with no shape or structure. In magnetic terms, two negatives repel. Two positives repel. Only opposites attract. If she is in her feminine and you also stay in the feminine, there is no tension to pull you together. If she is emotional and you respond with more emotion, the connection breaks down, either into constant drama or into dull boredom. She doesn't want you to copy her softness. She wants you to balance it. When she is lost in her feelings, she looks for your direction. When she is unsure, she looks for your certainty. When she pushes your limits, she wants to see that those limits are real. This doesn't mean you should be cold or unfeeling. It means you must stay steady. The calm center that doesn't lose control no matter how strong the storm gets. Because deep inside, she knows. If a man cannot hold his frame in the small storms of daily life, he will not be able to protect her when real danger comes. And the man who can hold that frame, that's the man she feels safe with. That's the man she respects. And that's the man she will fight to keep. Because she knows finding a man like that is rare. Detachment as strength. Most men think their power in a relationship comes from how much they can give, how much they can please, and how much they can keep a woman happy. They believe that the man who sacrifices the most will win her loyalty. But the truth is harder to hear. Real power comes when you can walk away, calmly, without anger, without drama, and without need. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about her. It doesn't mean you're cold or heartless. It means your worth is not based on her approval. You can love her, enjoy her, and share your life with her, but you don't rely on her to feel whole. When you reach this level of control, everything changes. You stop chasing her validation. You stop twisting yourself to fit her moods. You stop living in constant fear that she might leave, because you know you'll be fine if she does. This is a strength most men never build. And because they don't, they live in quiet emotional slavery, saying yes when they want to say no, avoiding even small disagreements, and walking on eggshells to keep her happy. But here's the truth. A woman's respect isn't earned by always agreeing. It's earned by having standards you never break. When you stand your ground, not to punish her, not to win, but because your limits are real, she feels it. Her mind might push back in the moment. She might argue or get annoyed. But deep down, her instincts lock onto you. Why? Because scarcity creates value. If she knows you'll always say yes, always compromise, and always give her what she wants, then your approval is unlimited, and unlimited approval has no value. But if your yes is rare, your attention is selective, and your time is not freely given, it becomes precious. Here's the paradox. When you stop needing her, she starts needing you. When you stop trying to keep her, she starts trying to keep you. Detachment is not coldness. It's calm confidence. It's knowing your life will move forward whether she is in it or not. And when she feels this in you, something changes. Her attraction doesn't fade, it grows. Because now, you're not just a man she likes, you're a man she knows she cannot replace. Becoming the prize. Most men live their relationships the wrong way around. They spend all their time, energy, and effort trying to win a woman's approval. They act like her interest is some trophy they must earn. They judge their own value by her moods, her words, and her reactions, without realizing they're living on an invisible emotional leash. The real change, the one that flips everything, happens when you stop chasing her approval and start expecting her to show that she deserves yours. This doesn't mean you become arrogant. It doesn't mean you treat her badly or act like you're better than her. It means you understand your own worth so deeply that you stop seeing her as the reward. Instead, you see yourself as the reward. When you truly believe this, the whole relationship dynamic changes. All the little tests she used to throw at you, they start to disappear, not because she never tests again, but because she realizes those tests don't work on you anymore. You're not bending over backwards to pass them. You're not proving yourself to her. You're simply living by your own rules, with or without her approval. When a man lives like this, her respect for him naturally grows. Not because he asks for it, but because his life already feels full and valuable. He doesn't need her to make him complete. And that is exactly why she wants to be part of his life. Her attraction also grows stronger. The roles shift back to their natural balance. Now she's the one trying to win you. She starts wondering, what does he see in me? Am I doing enough to keep him interested? That question keeps her invested in you. This change brings another powerful effect. It forces her to see something she may never have thought about before. She cannot replace you. Not because you're the only man in the world, but because you've become a rare type of man. A man with standards, a man with options, a man who will walk away if those standards aren't met. That thought scares her, but in a way that works in your favor. It makes her value every yes you give because she knows you could just as easily say no. Being the prize is not about ego or control. It's about balance. It's about knowing that relationships are not built on one person always serving the other, but on two valuable people choosing each other. When you see yourself as the prize, you raise the standard for how you're treated. You make her meet you at your level. She must bring effort, respect, and loyalty, or lose her place in your life completely. Once you live with this mindset, you'll never again feel desperate for someone's love, because you'll finally know the truth. You are the one worth winning. The two types of pain. Not all pain is the same. Some pain destroys everything it touches. Some pain builds something stronger in its place. The first kind, the pain of cruelty, disrespect, or humiliation, breaks trust. It makes her feel unsafe with you. It turns love into a battlefield where both sides are trying to win instead of trying to protect each other. This pain leaves deep cracks, and once it spreads, it's almost impossible to undo. But there is another kind of pain, the kind that comes from leadership. This pain is not meant to harm her, but to protect the relationship and keep respect alive. It is the sting she feels when she doesn't get her way, when her request is unreasonable, or when she tests your boundaries, and you stand firm. In the moment, this pain might frustrate her. She might sigh, roll her eyes, or even argue with you. But beneath that surface emotion, something else is happening. Something far more important. She feels safe. Because a man who can say no to her when it's necessary is also a man who can say no to the world when it threatens her. And that is the kind of man a woman can truly trust. Think about it. If you agree to every request just to keep her happy, you are not leading, you are following. And if you cannot protect your own boundaries from her, how could you protect her from real danger, real pressure, or real enemies? This is why the pain of leadership is necessary. It is not about punishment, it is about proof. Proof that you are strong enough to stand your ground, even against the emotional pressure of the woman you love. When you refuse something that crosses your limits, you show her your standards are real, not just words. While her conscious mind may resist in the moment, her deeper instincts relax. Because she realizes you are not just a man who wants to please her, you are a man who can lead her. And here's the truth. She might never thank you for this kind of pain. She might even push back against it. But over time, it becomes one of the core reasons she stays. Because deep down, she doesn't just want a man who loves her, she wants a man she can trust to hold the line when it matters most. The power of no. Most men are afraid of the word no. They believe that if they say it, the woman will get angry, pull away, or even leave. They think no means rejection, the end of the connection. But here's the truth. No is not rejection. It's a statement of value. When you say no to her, you are silently telling her, my time, my energy, and my self-respect are worth more than pleasing you in this moment. When you can say this calmly, without fear, without frustration, no becomes one of the sharpest and most powerful tools you have in a relationship. It shows her you won't be moved by every emotion she feels. It shows her you have boundaries she cannot cross. It shows her you are not a man who exists just to please her moods. But here's the important part. How you say no matters more than the word itself. If you say no from insecurity, it works against you. This is the needy no, the one that sounds defensive, bitter, or full of excuses. No, I can't, because I don't have the money right now. No, I won't, because you upset me yesterday. That's not strength. That's weakness pretending to be strength. It comes from fear, not from confidence. And women can feel the difference instantly. The powerful no is different. It's calm, it's short, it's final. It sounds like, no. Not today. We'll do that another time. No long explanations. No talking too much. Because the moment you over-explain, you stop making a decision and start asking for permission. And a man with true authority does not ask for permission to enforce his own rules. This doesn't mean you say no to punish her or control her every move. It means you say no when something goes against your values, priorities, or boundaries. At first, she may resist, She may argue, she may even be upset. But over time, your calm and consistent no teaches her something important. You cannot be bent. And here's where the magic happens. The rarer your yes becomes, the more valuable it feels. When you finally say yes, she knows it's genuine. It carries weight. The truth is simple. No is the line between men who are chosen and men who are used. If you master it, you will never again be the man who gives everything and gets nothing in return. Final words. This is not a game. This is about taking back the part of you the world told you to hide. The part that doesn't beg, the part that stays strong no matter what. If these words have broken through the lies you were taught, then subscribe now. Because what I share next will give you the mental tools to make her keep chasing you for the rest of your life. Type, "I know my worth" in the comments. If you're done being ignored, replaced, or forgotten. Today, you stop being the safe, predictable man she can read like a book. Today, you step into the role you were born for. The man she cannot control, the man she cannot replace. The time of weak men is over. Your rise starts now.